What's up, family? Man, a lot of times I sit back and I kind of reflect on my life as a father, and I come to realize that I made a lot of mistakes as a dad. Um, this, what I'm going to speak on, is more so towards my sons than it is my daughter. Now, I have made a lot of mistakes when it comes to my daughter, and we'll save that conversation for another day. But today, I want to speak specifically about my sons. Um, when people look at me, and a lot of people, friends, family, they look at my kids, they see the things that my sons have done. They oftentimes, they'll tell me, "Man, you're a great father," and I agree. I think I was a pretty good dad, but there was a lot of things that I did and I could have done a lot better in terms of raising my sons. And the main thing that I want to speak on is just emotional intelligence. Um, I've come to realize that emotional intelligence it's a learned behavior. People are not born with emotional intelligence. That's something that we're taught. And a lot of times, what as fathers, especially young African American fathers, I've come to realize that we tend to want our sons to be tougher and the bigger, the faster, the stronger, the best athletes, the most talented at everything they do. And there's like this persona that we put on our kids, this impossible persona that we put on our sons that is absolutely ridiculous. And I am one of the people that did it. And I have, over the years, I've apologized to my sons and, have even talked about, using their emotions correctly and it being okay to cry. Because I know in my culture and in the people that I've been around, we used to always tell our sons, man, stop all that crying. Crying was like taboo. It was something that was almost like a carnal sin. And we was wrong. I can honestly say that we were wrong. God gave us emotions for a reason. Those emotions are designed to allow us to feel, whether it be pain, whether it be anger, whether it be sadness, whether it be joy, whether it be whatever that emotion is. It's designed for a reason for us to feel those things. And when we teach our sons to not feel those emotions or not to express those emotions, we cripple them. Because those emotions bottled up inside and being pushed down more and more, it's like a volcano that's ready to erupt. If we don't allow or teach our kids, our sons specifically, how to deal with their emotions and how to develop emotional intelligence, we are literally a complicit in their demise. There are so many angry black men out there. And one of the reasons that they're angry is because they've never been taught how to channel their emotions. So they get mad when they're not supposed to be mad. They're arguing with people when there's no need to argue. Sometimes it's okay to just walk away from a conversation, agreeing to disagree. But a lot of us are not taught to do that, which is a part of emotional intelligence. One thing I've been reading about, I've been in my Bible, I've been reading in Matthew, I've been reading in Mark, and of course I was just reading about Jesus and the many miracles that he performed and the things that he did. But one of the things that I noticed is that he dealt a lot in emotions. He never bottled up his emotions. When he was angry, he showed his anger. When he was sad, he showed his sadness. That's a natural thing. And it doesn't make you any less than a man by showing those emotions. We have got to get out of our own way when it comes to the emotions that we feel. And we most definitely have to make sure that we teach our sons how to use those emotions to our advantage. The way you get closer to someone is by dealing in your emotions and being emotional. When I allowed my wife in terms of my emotions, we got closer in our relationship. Our relationship got better. We got closer. I learned to love her better. And it was all because I started using my emotions in a positive way. My emotional intelligence began to kick in, and she began to respect me more for using my emotions in terms of our love. So my challenge for you guys today, especially you fathers, my challenge for you guys is to allow your sons to be as emotional as they need to be, because you don't want to wake up one day and wonder why your son did something irrational. You say, oh man, I never knew. Or he could have just talked to me. I didn't know he was feeling that way. Because you never asked. You never talked. You never sat down and spoke with him about how to deal with these emotions. A lot of us are stifling those cries when they really need to cry. When they're in pain or they're injured or they're hurt, we're telling them to stop crying. They're hurt. Why would we tell them to stop crying when they're hurt? That's a real emotion. You're feeling that. I feel their pain, and you should feel their pain too. If we learn to deal in our emotions, and we learn to control our emotions and use our emotions for our benefit, you will see a lot less violence. You will see a lot more people learning to love one another. You will see people become a lot nicer to each other. And the world will eventually become a better place just off emotions. So again, I want to challenge all my fathers to sit down and have a conversation. I don't care how old your child is, whether they're little or whether they're grown. I challenge you guys to have a conversation with your children about emotions. And if you're having trouble with your emotions, I challenge you to learn how to deal with yours, whether that's through therapy, whether that's talking to somebody, a pastor, a friend, someone that you know is emotional or deals with their emotions well. Talk to them about it. Ask them, how did they get to that place? Even me, you can DM me, you can reach out to me. I will gladly help you as I was helped. Emotions are healthy. Not dealing with your emotions is not healthy. It can hurt you, and it can hurt you bad. Guys, this is another conversation with me, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I would appreciate if you guys all followed my social media channels. Check me out. All my links are in my bios. Please, man, share this message, man, to somebody you know that needs it. I love you guys immensely, intensely, and unconditionally. Y'all have an amazing day. Take care.